What's up, nerds? Drea here, back again with a totally 100% thought out video that totally has a script and everything, and I know exactly what I'm going to say. That's a lie. I recently watched Black Widow, and I had some thoughts on it, and I thought I'd give you those thoughts, along with some other thoughts that I have had. Forgive me if I'm a little weird right now. I just got off work. It is Friday and I am exhausted. But I'm doing this anyway. My point is in the title of this video. I am sick of female superhero movies just being okay. Just going back to Black Widow for just a moment, I honestly think it's probably one of the best female superhero movies, and it's still just okay. And I think that's a problem. And I also want to preface this by saying I am coming at this from a moviegoer's opinion. I don't read comics, basically at all, especially American comics. I don't read them. I don't read American comics, so I don't know anything that may be explained to why something happens, because to me, the comics don't matter. The movie should stand on its own, or at least within its own cinematic universe, as far as we're going with Black Widow. I mean, you probably wouldn't watch Black Widow unless you saw the other 80 movies she was in, right? Like, you would have no interest in this. So, anyway, that's fine, but I shouldn't have to read a comic to know about something. One thing I could say from Black Widow, and that's a constant thing in Marvel movies that I'm noticing, is they'll put Easter eggs in there for people who have read comics. Honestly, I have no idea who Taskmaster is. They don't say Taskmaster in the movie, as far as I remember. I mean, I was watching this at like 3 a.m., so I might have missed it. I don't think they said Taskmaster at all. But everybody's like, oh yeah, Taskmaster. I'm like, I don't know who that is. I don't read comics. I don't know. I don't know if they portrayed this character well. It was an interesting part of the movie. Also, I'm not going into spoilers or anything for many reasons. I know there are several of my friends who are watching this video right now who have not seen the movie, and that's perfectly fine. I did enjoy watching it. I will say that. I definitely enjoyed it. But I don't think it's anything great, and I think that's a shame, because, I mean, for the last, 40 years, we have not gotten a good female-led superhero movie. And when I was researching things for this video, I was looking up lists of female superhero movies, and they were listing like Suicide Squad and Avengers Endgame. No, that's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about ensemble movies where, quite frankly, the females take the back seat. Harley Quinn was fan service in Suicide Squad, even though I kind of like that movie, since my friends basically forced me to watch it like 600 times. It's a fun movie, but she was fan service. She was not necessary. You could probably cut her out. You could cut the Joker out. You could cut the whole movie. Honestly, it's kind of worthless, especially since there's this soft reboot thing going on that I have not seen, but my brothers say it's okay, so I guess I'll watch it. I have no interest in it. But we're talking about actual female-led superhero movies. Like, I would call Birds of Prey, even though it's technically an ensemble movie that I don't think was very good, but we'll come back to that. Even though it's an ensemble movie, it's very much female-led. So, like, going way, way back, the oldest, female-led superhero movie that I can think of right now is Supergirl. And I'm pretty sure at this point, everybody knows that's a Supergirl that was made in the 80s. It's not a good movie. At all. Not even... It's a terrible, terrible movie. It's aimless. It's like the writers had never seen a woman before. It's horrendous. And I know that, I've seen a few videos on this, that Supergirl was said to be the reason why people didn't want to make female-led superhero movies, because Supergirl did so poorly. But the reason it did poorly is because it's not very well made, because I don't think the effort was put in to make it good. Not as much as, like, you know, the Superman movies were. Honestly, I would rather watch Superman 4, which is terrible, than Supergirl. I would rather watch Superman Returns. I would rather watch Man of Steel. That might be going too far. But honestly, yeah, I'd rather watch any of those movies that I don't actually consider good than watch Supergirl, because it's that bad. I guess going farther down, I don't know when Barbed Wire came out. I don't know if you guys know anything about Barbed Wire. It's basically a superhero version of Casablanca. I don't know if it's actually a comic book movie, but it's technically a female-led superhero movie. It stars Pamela Anderson, and it's not good. It's kind of a guilty pleasure of mine, but it's very much not good. Going farther down, Tank Girl also is a comic book movie, female-led comic book movie. Not very good. I kind of love it because I love Lori Petty, but not a good movie. And then going farther, you have the infamous Catwoman, which I have loved Catwoman for a very long time. And I'm not talking about the character. I'm talking about the movie. I have loved Catwoman, the movie, as in the one made in the early 2000s. I've loved that movie for a very long time. It's very much not good. It's cringy. It's so bad, so badly written, so badly, not all badly acted. I mean, Halle Berry's doing the best she can. And she's such a good sport about the movie. I know a lot of people have talked about this. Like, she accepted her Razzie, and she's like, I know it's a bad movie. Like, just, I know. And I'm like, she's such a good sport. I love Halle Berry. But yeah, that movie, not good. Not good. And then we've got Elektra. I don't think it's good. I know a lot of people like it, but I don't think it's a good movie, especially... I don't think that Jennifer Garner is a good action hero, and I know I'm stepping on toes with some of my friends watching this video right now. I don't think she's a good action hero. I think she's great in things like 13 Going on 30. I think she's great in that. I think a lot of this was an issue with the direction of that movie. I think it took itself a little bit too seriously. But the issue with the movie is not that it's female-led. The issue with any of these movies, the issue is that they're not good. The issue is that they're just not great movies. I mean, we've had great female-led, like, action movies. I mean, we have Terminator, we have Alien, people like The Hunger Games. I have issues with it, but people like The Hunger Games. There are good female-led action movies. So why can't we have there are great female-led action movies. Alien is a fantastically great movie. Why can't we have a great female superhero movie? And going on to the modern ones, basically the first one we got in a very long time was Wonder Woman, the first Wonder Woman movie. That movie was built up for me quite a bit. Everybody was saying, this is the female-led superhero movie we were waiting for. It's so good. And I'm like, I walked out of the theater and I'm like, it's fine. It's fine. At that point, we were getting truly great superhero movies. And I'm like, this one is just okay. And honestly, most of it was kind of boring and not interesting. And the ending is very, very stupid. And it was not that great to me. And then the next one that came out was Captain Marvel. Not great, honestly. I think this one was an issue of direction and Marvel kind of trying to honestly pander to the audience that wanted a female-led superhero movie. They tried to make her they just didn't make her interesting enough. And that's an issue. It's like they didn't know how to write for women when honestly they have great female characters in the MCU. Why couldn't they make Captain Marvel good? Like, I know people like that movie. I know people liked it. I was not one of them. As a female, I didn't like it. I didn't like being pandered to. That's also one of the reasons why I didn't really like Endgame that much. I know, controversial. I mean, second highest grossing movie in the world. I didn't care for much of Endgame. There were parts that made it worth going to, like the Avengers Assemble part. Yes, absolutely. On your left, yes. But then in that same scene where they had all of this awesome stuff going on, besides some continuity errors, but you know what? I can't make a movie, so who am I to judge? And here I am judging movies. In that same scene, you have this point where all the female superheroes just converge for no reason, and it's extremely implausible, and it's stupid, and it's pandering, and it made me angry. I don't like being pandered to. I don't like it. Anyway, moving back to Captain Marvel, they just didn't make her interesting. She was stern. She was flat-faced. I like Brie Larson. I really do. And I don't think this was on her. I think this was on how they wanted the movie to be made. They wanted a female superhero who was perfect. And in making her perfect, they made her boring. Perfect people are boring. People have flaws. That's what makes people interesting. They're flaws. Even if, I mean, calling them flaws, I don't like calling them flaws, but they're flaws. I'm getting heated. Captain Marvel is kind of like a hot thing for me because Captain Marvel, like, I didn't know the character at all. That was I got super mad when I saw Infinity War, and I'm like, great, I'm gonna have to do some more homework. I don't know what that symbol is on the stupid pager. It was, anyway. Sometimes Marvel needs to stop with their teasers and make it so I don't have to do homework to watch every movie. Anyway, if you want a video on Endgame, I have a lot to say about Endgame, but I didn't say it at the time because I was not making videos. So let me know if you want to hear about that. But moving on past Captain Marvel, we have, I guess the next one to come out was Birds of Prey. I don't think it was that good. Because it wasn't a Birds of Prey movie. It was a Harley Quinn movie, which would have been fine, but that's not what they called it. I mean, you don't even actually get the Birds of Prey until the end. Why'd you call it that? Quite frankly, just save it for the next one. I don't know. DC makes some crazy decisions, and, you know, one day they'll make the right one, which didn't happen with Wonder Woman 1984. Oh man, that movie was stupid. But honestly, I had way more fun with it than the first one because it took itself way less seriously. Because it was basically an 80s movie. And I love 80s movies. The silliness and the costuming and the stupid way they talk. It was fun, but there were a lot of things that were just dumb. But these are, I don't know. Still, all of these issues that I'm saying, they're not things that have to do with the characters being female, except for Captain Marvel. I think Captain Marvel's issue is that it was female-led, and Marvel panicked. Whoever wrote that movie panicked, absolutely panicked, because they did not know how to not pander, how to make everyone happy, which, first of all, you can't. You can't make everyone happy. And that's why that movie wasn't that great. Most people put it at, like, the bottom of their Marvel movie tier list, which, honestly, I do too. I put it down there with, like, I don't know. I put it down there with, like, The Incredible Hulk. Even though I saw it 6 times, Thor: The Dark World, I saw it for Loki. Yeah, those are the only two I can think of that aren't that great. I don't remember Guardians of the Galaxy Part 2. But it was fine. Anyway, moving on. Then we get to Black Widow. And first of all, it's not really a Black Widow movie. I just saw a great video by Amanda The Jedi, who is fantastic with her commentary videos. But she talked about how this movie basically should have happened, like, they should have actually made an origin movie a long time ago, because they spend like half this movie trying to explain her origin while also basically talking about her replacement. I mean, it's not really a Black Widow movie. That's the biggest thing. It's, I don't know, it's a buddy spy movie, which is fine. Like I said, I had a lot of fun watching it. I need to watch it again because I was watching it at 3 a.m. on a night when I couldn't sleep. So I don't know. Who knows if my opinion will have changed on it. I had fun with it, but honestly, it was still just okay. It was one of those like mid-tier Marvel movies. I would put it with the first Thor, the first Captain America, like those mid-tier ones that are fine, but you're like, among the like truly, truly great ones, like Guardians of the Galaxy, Thor Ragnarok, Black Panther, Infinity War, it just doesn't measure up. And they could have made it measure up. They could have. I don't know, if they tried a little harder. Though I do think this is probably the best female-led superhero movie, and it's still just okay. We're tired of just okay. Can we get a truly great one? Honestly, if WandaVision had been a movie, it would have been the truly great one. But I don't think it would have worked as a movie, especially like, I mean, it was very, very much TV themed, so it wouldn't have worked as a movie, but I think that concept could have been a truly great movie, but we're not getting a truly great movie. They're giving us okay. Which you think I would be satisfied with because we've gotten a lot of bad. But no, I'm not satisfied with that. I'm a female. I want a good female movie. I want that representation. We deserve better than just okay. I'm sick of it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this rant. I went for longer than I meant to, and I'm gonna have to edit this in a day. Yay! Please leave me a like and also comment below. I don't know what you think about this whole female-led superhero movie thing, not like them not being up to par, because they're not. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is a common thing. So yeah, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this. I'm curious about other opinions. I really do want to hear what you guys have to say about this. This is an interesting topic for me. I haven't talked about something that has really gotten me heated in a very long time. So honestly, this was kind of fun. Please subscribe if you haven't already and ring the bell so you're notified the next time I decide to post a random rant about a movie that came out like a month ago. And also check out my Instagram where I post cosplay pics like every other day, along with my other social media I'll have linked below. Please have a great rest of your day, week, month, and year, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye! I am tired. I don't know where I was looking for this video. I tried to look into the actual camera as much as I possibly could. I don't know if I succeeded, and I'm very, very tired. I mean, it's only 6 o'clock. I just got off work an hour ago. I'm exhausted. And I've got so much to do. I've got 3 conventions coming up.